But sure boy, why are you suffering yourself? Why are you not enjoying yourself? The last comment I got on my post was I should not deprive myself of anything. I should not deprive myself of living a good life here while I'm trying to build life in Africa or build wealth in Africa. The question is, why am I doing this? Why am I depriving myself of everything that I'm supposed to enjoy here in order to build wealth in Africa? Why am I doing it? Why am I not simply saying I should enjoy myself? In this video, I want us to critically analyze what should be our mindset as immigrants that are living abroad. Though the video is practically made out of my reason why, it is also a guide for some of us that are abroad and even those of us that are planning to come here very soon. Or those that are even living in Africa right now, they can also borrow a lead on why they should put their interest on building their wealth back home instead of depending only on the system that they find themselves here. Hi, my name is Simeon Odi. They call me Short Boy. I'm a struggling farmer, battling one that have to relocate to the United Kingdom after my farm failed. And right now, I am building the biggest ranch back in Nigeria. If you love this community and this interests you, consider subscribing to this channel so that you stay updated with the channel and things we talk about. Without further ado, let us drive straight to the video. Why am I investing back home? One of the reasons is that I did not come abroad to pay rent and to pay direct debit, to pay credit, to buy nice clothes and be paying every month. That was not why I came abroad. One of the reasons I came abroad was that my farm failed. And while I was trying to, pay off people that I did business with, they did not leave me alone. They were using the police to arrest me. They were kidnapping me in some instances. The threat of on my life was everywhere. I had plenty court cases ongoing and outgoing. Like at a time, I was already feeling that they wanted to assassinate me, which was some of the plan of some of them. So because of that, the first reason I came abroad was for safety, because I needed to be alive in order to conclude any pending business that I'm doing with anyone. Then the second reason why I came abroad was because I wanted to leverage on the currency. You see, back then in the olden days, we normally see our parents, it's not parents, our uncles, we normally call them uncles, that traveled abroad, and after 6 years or 10 years, they cannot even send 100,000 naira back home. It is when I came abroad that I discovered that the salary abroad is not even increasing like the way it used to be. That what I mean is that here in abroad, people earning 2,000 pounds are still earning 2,000 pounds after how many years? You understand? But the reason why the difference in Nigeria is high is because of the strongness of the currency. About 10 years ago, pounds probably was around 300 naira or 400 naira. That was what pounds is. As of today, pounds is over 2,000 naira. So when you check the difference, you see that if someone earned 2,000 pounds here, it's like 4 million naira. But that person to earn 2,000 pounds 10 years ago is hard. But even at that 10 years ago, the 2,000 pounds is like 500,000 naira. So what am I saying? Is that the opportunity at this time now is that I can leverage on the strong currency in order to build my economy. So I did not come abroad in order for me to be watching skyscrapers, to be watching the beautiful environment. No, I came to give value. I came with my own value to give to the community, and in return, I get something out of it. Pounds is for planting. Dollar is for planting. You do not use this money and start living a laborious life, living a life of chopping sin. You dey for me, I dey for you. No. If you are earning in pounds right now, you should be using it to plant. Why 1,000 pounds might be a small money here, for some people it's not even up to their rent. 1,000 pounds can start up a very good business there in Nigeria. That same 1,000 pounds can pay my staff. That same 1,000 pounds can be used in buying feed for my fish. That same 1,000 pounds can be used to straight up a very strong business, while I am adding funds every month in that business. So the pounds I am earning right now is for planting. I am not earning pounds for anything else. Another reason is that I understand where my roots are. My root is in Africa. My roots is in Africa, and no matter how I try to be, I cannot be more British than the British himself. You understand? So my root is in Africa. So I am here working as an expatriate, and I know that where I come from is Africa. I have never debated it. I have never argued that cause. And I also know that diaspora remittance, the amount of money I remit in doing investment back home, can be felt. The little money I have here, that I'm earning here, cannot even be equated to a roasted corn. It cannot be equated to a roasted corn. But in Nigeria, so let's assume that this year I want to do, what do you call it, the storage I'm going to do this year. You see that if I take probably 5,000 pounds, that is already about 10 million naira. I have my roots deeply rooted in Africa. It will help me to know that, see, the money I'm making is to plant in Africa. If I use 5,000 pounds, for instance, in order to do the storage I'm going to do this year, you see that the 5,000 pounds is about 10 million naira, and it's going to help me a lot in building there. You understand? So I already know my roots. I already know where I'm coming from, and I'm not going to forget it. I must make sure that I build back in my roots, because nothing is guaranteed abroad. There is nothing that is guaranteed abroad. Come to face it. Obiarije, Yana. So even if you travel, and after all you are traveling, you should also not forget your roots. So let's not even talk about the returns that Africa have. Let me tell you the truth. There is nowhere on earth that you can, get the return on investment in a business like in Africa. There is nowhere. There is no people from the Chinese, the Europeans, the Americans, the Lebanese, all of them are moving back to Nigeria. They are moving back to Africa, because the return of investment in Africa cannot be compared to anywhere in the world. Go and fast check me. It is easier for you to turn 10 million naira to 20 million naira in Nigeria than to turn 5,000 pounds to 10,000 pounds here. It is easier. When you look at taxing in Nigeria, you see that it is relaxed. Just recently, we also have a tax break in agriculture, meaning that I can earn all my money in Nigeria legally without paying a tax, without paying anything back to the government. The government is giving us a break, 5 years. So I can invest in Africa, earn everything I'm earning, expand my business, build my business, and for 5 years, I'm not paying tax. Before these 5 years, we had about 3 years tax break. Now the government is giving us 5 years again. It's giving us another 5 years. In that 5 years time, probably they will give us another 10 years. You can legally make money in Nigeria without taxing. If you play smart, you see that Africa is somewhere you can leverage on and make a whole lot of money. People are not making the 5% or 10% return on investment we make here in the West, in the United Kingdom. In Nigeria, you can even make up to 300% interest. You can even make up to 500% interest in a year. In a year, you can make profit that is high. And I don't need to, I don't need to start a business with big money. I don't need to start a business. Let's assume I want to start an African shop here in the UK. What it means is that I need about 20,000 or 30,000 pounds in order to start it. And if I do not have that money, that is why so many people borrow to start businesses here. And if the business do not work, they are already in debt. But in Nigeria, to start that same type of business, I need less than £5,000. I need less than, in fact, if I start a business with £5,000, it will be the biggest in my community. With £2,000, I have already started a very big business. So what I'm saying is that the return on investment is higher. Go and watch billionaires. Billionaires, they also say it. They also tell you that there is no way. There was this interview Dangote was doing, and Dangote was saying that there is no way you can get the return on investment that you can get in Nigeria. There's no way you can get the return on investment that you can get in Nigeria. So if you are abroad, you should consider leveraging on those return on investment. The only problem that most people have is who is going to manage this business. If you are able to break through on that, I can assure you that you better grow your money in Nigeria in Naira than growing it here. Because here, we are only thinking of valuation. Now, let us talk about this. The Nigerians that are living abroad are in a way secretly praying for Nigeria not to get better. I know say I wan scatter table here, but let's face it. Let's face it. If the value of dollar become 1 naira and the value of pounds become 1 naira, how much is your salary? That means you are earning like 1,500 naira a month. Why the money can be able to take care of what you are doing in a year, your rent and everything for you to live your life, you cannot even be compared to your fellow mate that is in Nigeria. So for us to continue to enjoy a good life here and build asset in Nigeria, the value of Naira need to continue to go bad. The value of Naira need to continue to go bad. Pounds should get to 4,000 Naira. That is the only way we keep on enjoying. I know people here that do not send money home till the money is high. They will be asking every day on LearnFi, how much is dollar now? How much is pounds now? So that I can send money home. They are doing this because they are secretly praying for the Naira to go bad so that they can send money home. Okay? So now, for how long will you continue to pray this prayer? Are you saying that Nigeria is not going to get better any day? So if everybody is saying Peter Obi, we need a leader that will help. Now, if that Peter Obi come and the Naira becomes strong, for instance, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So while you are thinking about that, you need to know that it is time for you to strategically start investing back home. Start building back home, building your company, building your farm, building your account, building your businesses, building on many things. You understand? So that you have a plan B. That your plan B is, even if anything start going and the Naira becomes strong, you can confidently walk into a company that you are built when the Naira was weak. I don't know whether I'm making sense. It might be say I don't know what I'm saying. But this is my ordinary street thinking. And this my street thinking, some of you will also come to the comment section and say, what about security? That they keep people here. There is no security. There is security in the city. Build your personal economy so that you can have people that can even guide you in the city. Forget about all this village mentality that we have, that we need to be in the village in order to do agriculture. Post that idea. Post it. All these politicians, where are they living? Is it not in Nigeria? All these musicians, where are they living? Is it not in Nigeria? All these successful businessmen, where are they living? Is it not in Nigeria? You that have £5,000 or £10,000 will not be saying they want to kill. You don't get money. Sorry. You don't get money. What's that idea? It is the media that is making it feel as if Nigeria is collapsing, as if anything is happening. What's that idea? Post it. The people in Makurdi City, you understand, only knew that there was a problem in the villages because people were running towards Makurdi. For one day, people in Makurdi, Benue State, did not close their shop. They did not close their shop.
So it is better you also live in the city. One wise man told me that it is a crime for you to be a big man in a village. And I totally understand. I have a man that is like a mentor to me that was assassinated. He was assassinated in a small community in Nassau State. You understand? He had a big pharmacy store, but he's a big man in a village. He's a big man in a village. And we have been discussing with him before he was assassinated. I was already in the UK when I heard he was assassinated. That he will move to Lafia, the state capital, in order to, get his office and all that. Because it's not that he cannot be assassinated in Lafia, but the chances are small. The chances are very small. The reason why I'm building my money back in Nigeria is that I'm playing the long time game. The UK right now is giving me structure and income. I am leveraging on this structure and income in order to build something that is okay back home. In Africa, what I have is ownership. It is a long time game. In Africa, what I have is my own. I do not need visa. I did not need to renew anything. I did not need to do anything. In Nigeria, that one is my own. So when I decide to go back to Nigeria right now, I can live in safe places like Abuja. Wike have already given his sons 2,000 hectares of, allegedly, he gave his sons 2,000 hectares of land. I can buy 1 acre from one of his sons. I can buy 1 acre and stay in Abuja, in Gusape, and stay there. You understand? I can stay in Enugu. You understand? In the city. I can take care of my personal economy. That is the basic thing. So in Nigeria, I have that ownership. And that ownership, I cannot sacrifice this for anything. I will continue to build where I have pure ownership, where I do not need to think about the next visa, where I do not need to think whether they like me or not. And that is where I will continue to build. Abroad, I will always be a foreigner. I will always be that guy that they talk about that he came. No matter how many years I feel, I will stay. No matter how many years, whether it's 10 years, whether it's 20 years, whether it's 100 years, there is always that chances that Oga no be from here you come from. Now, I will not continue to build only where I'm tolerated, where I am looked at as a foreigner every time, no matter even if I get a passport, even if I get a stay or not. But you see, in Nigeria, I'm not a foreigner. You understand? I am a native. In Nigeria, I am needed. The experiences I have gathered here on how businesses work, on how structures work, on how things work, these experiences is very needed in Nigeria. I am going to go back and go and reciprocate them. You understand? Here is giving me that opportunity for me to be able to create those things right now. So these are some of the reasons why I am building. So what about you? Why are you building? Can you say it in the comment section so that we also know why you are building? And if you feel that building is a crime that is not supposed to be like that, also say it on the comment section. Have you subscribed to the channel? If not, do well to subscribe to this channel. My name is Simeon Odi. What do they call me in the community where you come from? Because here in the UK, they call me Showboy. And what I just gave you is Showboy News. I'll see you again soon.